Alrighty, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are going to get into space, some more space stuff. There's a lot that we need to cover. Initially, I just want to check out this fuel cell. Apparently, now I think it's broken. That's just me, but it says a hydrogen fuel cell capable of generating electric power. Pumping hydrogen and oxygen into the fuel cell generates power while creating water as a byproduct. So what we have here is hydrogen and oxygen pumping into the fuel cell, okay? And they're going to create water, and the water is going to fill up in this chamber. And then I just have a machine here which takes the water and turns it back into hydrogen and oxygen. So basically what I've done is I've created a infinite, it's an infinite loop. Yeah, it's an infinite loop. But I am unsure because, okay, let's check it out. So we turn it on, okay? Gas is going now into the fuel cell. It is generating water, but there's no electricity. But the hydrogen fuel cell should be generating electricity. And then what I can see, there's the water being pumped into the chamber. And then what I can do is, if I turn that on, now we're neutral. Okay, there's slightly more water being produced than there is gases, and I'm actually filling up these tanks. Yeah, I'm filling them up. I'm sorry, to me this is awesome, because what this means is, this is an infinite fuel machine. Alright, so now we've created infinite fuel, but we don't have electricity. So, I'm not too sure what to do. I'm going to put this up for now, just a quick video, and I don't know if I should thank them for creating infinite fuel, or for, yeah. Because that's what, so think about it like this. Think about it like this, okay? We need, so now if we look at our rate of consumption with the rocket engines, we might be able to build this and scale it up to a point where we put this on our rocket, and now it's producing an infinite amount of fuel. So anyway, so let's get that out of the way. Infinite fuel, whatever it is, what it is. We already know that. Let's, now is this the in? Oh, let's see. One is in, one is out. Let me just try one more thing, and then that's going to be it for this video. Fluid out. Okay, so I want to try a bigger pump. Oh man, I want to try a bigger pump. Maybe we need more power. Maybe we need larger pumps. See, I'm not putting any electricity to the fuel cell because it's supposed to be producing electricity for me. I think that's the whole idea of the fuel cell. Now, it produces infinite gas. Potentially, I'm not sure. It depends on our rate of consumption. But we could, in space, we could build, we'll use it. We'll see. This could work for a satellite. We'll see. We'll see. So, we turn it on. We're now compressing. Okay, that part hasn't really changed. We're steadily consuming fuel. Chamber's filling up with water. But we don't have any, again, no electricity. So I just turned the water back into hydrogen. Look at that. Look at the rate of consumption versus what we're getting back. Look, we're almost getting more back. That's what I mean. If we double or triple this, we're gonna be able to do some. You know, we could get to the moon. Anyways, so that's what we're getting into. So I don't understand the fuel cell. I guess there's one more thing we could try with the fuel cell. Let's see. Let's pump water into it. It just sounds silly, but maybe I'm doing it backwards. I'm just working off the description. It says if we pump gas into it, it will produce electricity. So I pumped gas into it, and it did not produce electricity. So now what we need to do is let's pump water into it and see if it produces electricity I know a byproduct is going to be gas. Here, just bear with me for a quick second. And this is kind of, I hate to jump to conclusions. I do, but these are sort of the things that kind of annoy me, where it's like, hey, we put out this great update, come back and play the game, and then you try the update and it doesn't even work. It's kind of like, so that's what I mean. Just bear with me on that. I know I've been really critical over the years, but this is why I've been critical over the years, because this is what I am constantly running into. Is, hey, we've made an update to our game. Please play our game, and I do. And then the update doesn't work, and then they need to do a hotfix, and they need to do a hotfix for the hotfix, and usually 9 times out of 10, it's not even that big of a deal. But I just don't understand how. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, so we are going to try and pump water into it. Okay, and then we are going to get what? What's this? This is oxygen. See, it says oxygen in and hydrogen in. There's reversing it isn't going to work. So the hydrogen fuel cell is broken. It's broken. Capable of generating electric power, pumping hydrogen and oxygen into the fuel cell generates power. Okay, so what if we eliminate and just bypass it and just let it see if it'll naturally, maybe it needs to naturally do its thing. And then that's going to be it. Really. I want to go to space, but I'm really... We'll do it. I'll do it anyways. It's worth it. Okay? We're going to build a satellite. We're going to do a few things. I don't know when the developers plan to fix this issue. Could be... Could be a while. But this is, it's like you buy the space DLC and you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy the space DLC and I'm going to get this fuel cell and I'm going to make it work. And we're going to test it out. And then you come here and you're like, yeah, I've got my fuel cell. All right. Look at how much water it's producing just naturally. Wow. So it's filling up with water, but there's no electricity coming from it. So what's the point? I could see this point here where we can convert it back into gas and potentially use the gas as fuel. When you look at how much more gas we're gaining versus our consumption, that makes sense to me. It's like 2 to 1. So that kind of makes sense to me. Now what we've done is, as you can see, we're stable. So we've created almost an infinite system here. But I'd like there to be some electricity. I thought that's the whole point of the fuel cell. But perhaps I'm mistaken. But anyways, according to the description, the fuel cell says, a hydrogen fuel cell capable of generating electric power, pumping hydrogen and oxygen into the fuel cell generates power while creating water as a byproduct. Apparently that's not the case. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.